Wonderful people, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. This is episode 2, and yesterday I just covered Vince McMahon and Jeff Hardy and all the evidence that they have on Jeff and all that. I mean, not Jeff, but Vince. And, well, and then yesterday was AEW too, so I told you guys I'd make another one covering that today. So, some of these matches I didn't watch, to be honest with you guys. It was just nobodies, and you can't build someone up on just putting them in a ring and go. You know what I mean? You gotta somehow get their name and stuff out there. Maybe put them with like another dude that already has a name. Boom. You know what I mean? And then they'll eventually pick up some type of nickname like, let's use Chris Jericho for example. Let's just say someone walked out there with him. That man that's with Chris Jericho. Ain't no one gonna be talking about someone that was in a ring with just two nobodies in a ring. Or uh red tights and green tights. You know what I mean? Just yeah. That's AEW's problem. But you see WWE, I haven't watched it in a while. Right. I haven't watched it since like 2010 to be honest with you guys. I watched WrestleMania though. I did watch that because Stone Cold. And so, like, if I tuned in right now, only people I probably know would be like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, well, Seth freaking Rollins, since they want to say his name like that. That's so stupid. And, let's see. Actually, let me cover that real quick. Alright, so, Stone Cold Steve Austin's, that's his wrestling title right there. That's his name. Alright. They don't, every time, let's say he's, like, up on the top thing, they don't say, uh, Stone Cold Steve Austin up on the, top ropes. Stone Cold Steve Austin just stunned him. Oh! I don't know why I put stunned with the top ropes, but whatever. You get the point. But, basically, you guys know they don't do that. They usually call him Stone Cold or Steve Austin. They don't put it all in one if he's doing something like that. Well, Seth Rollins, they put it all together every single time he does something. Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. That burns me up. But then, let me see. But yeah, there's only a few that I've known with WWE that's still there. I was actually looking at their roster the other day, and you know how Jim Ross went to AEW and he become a commentator there. Okay, well, what's his face? Jerry the King Lawyer, whatever. I always have trouble pronouncing his name. But so basically, he he was thinking about going, but Vince McMahon paid him more than they would to stay, and he kept him on. And now he has like this wrestling contract just to sit at home, which I think is pretty funny. Which I mean, no one wants to lose someone like that to go to another like company that is wanting to, you know what I mean? That's trying to take people away from them, which, like, Cody Rhodes, whenever he went back to WWE, alright, he just stayed to keep it started. You know what I mean? Just to get it, kick it in the butt to let it start moving. Alright, I was gonna say this for another time, but I'm just gonna do it in this one, I guess. I'm gonna basically show you, like, try to explain how I'd probably, like, if I was AEW, how I'd try to target the WWE at their weak spots. Uh, you know what I mean? Basically, if I owned it, this is what I'd do. Uh, so, first of all, uh, we might go back to that, I don't know. Let's sort of end that. I know I'm jumping back and forth, so I'm sorry. But, like I was talking about the nobodies, okay. Like, for old people, they, like, they always done something that would want people to watch it. Like Stone Cold, really before, like, King of the Ring, before Austin 316 really becomes a thing, no one wasn't that crazy over him, I guess. I don't know. But now it's like, let me see. It's like, what am I talking about? Hold on. Sorry. I just forgot. Alright. So, after Austin 316, he had this thing. Oh, that's the dude that said Austin 316. That's what Austin 316 do. Just like I scroll through TikTok, and there's this person on there. He lives in like Texas or whatever. Well, he chose uh, a dip, right? And he always has a three finger swinger in his mouth. And one time someone asked, what are you dipping on, old son? And he went and said, kayak wintergreen 'cause it's cheap. Well, now me and my dad's like, oh, hey, what are you dipping on, old son? Went and posted a video. You know what I mean? But WWE it's like they're too scared to build new people. They're trying to take them. Like, like used to be like Smoky Mountain Wrestling and all that stuff. That was like, what's it called? Like it's like the NXT now. All right, Vince McMahon really like shut that down or whatever, all that stuff, and just made NXT. Where are you getting people from now? You know what I mean? I mean, he got nowhere to get people from now. So, yeah, that's, I don't know, that's not the brightest thing, but, you know, well, now, like, you ain't getting, like, AEW is creating people, but they just ain't doing it right. If they did it right, their whole roster would be full of people that just started, really. Well, I mean, they are, but, oh, hey, I know that dude, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hold on, let me look up the AEW roster here. And I'll tell you how many I know. I'll say their name and I'll tell you who I know. Alright, hold on. Let me pull it up in our roster. Alright, these are their champions right now. CM Punk, I obviously know him. I ain't go this for girls because I don't watch it. Young Bucks, you know what I mean? Like, alright, here is the men's roster now. Aaron Solo. I have no clue who that is, but I know Adam Cole, you know what I mean? Adam Page, who don't know him? I don't know him. Whoever Alan Angels is. Alex Reynolds, don't know him. Andre, yeah, I always have trouble pronouncing his name, but I know him. Angelico. Feel like I heard your name before. Here's a nobody for sure. Uh, Angelio Parker. Anthony Bowens, don't know you. Anthony, I can't pronounce that, so he's probably a nobody. You have to be a nobody. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's Billy Gunn. Bobby Fish, I heard your name. Brandon Coulter, I don't know you. Brian Cage. I guess say everyone's name. Alright, Brian. Alright, Brian Danielson. Thank God I seen this. Because I wanted to talk about this. So, this burns me up. So, what's his face was standing in the ring. Uh, brings Brian Danielson down for an interview, right in the middle of the ring. Which, in my opinion, this should be backstage. You know what I mean? I don't think it should be in the ring. But he just hands the mic over to him, and he said, "Thank you." I forgot his name, but I ain't ever gonna get this mic back. And then he just started rambling around. You might as well just send him up for a promo because this is what that was, and it just tears me up. It should be backstage anyways, but at least hold the microphone. All right, but yeah, I know him by the way. he was in WWE. No, Chris Jericho. Who doesn't know him? Christian Cage, Christopher Daniels. I have no clue who you are. CM Punk, Colton Gunn. Damn, I can't pronounce that, but I do not know you. It's like face paint like Sting or something. Darby Allin, who don't know you? Uh, Let me see. Dustin Rhodes. I haven't seen him wrestle in a while. Eddie Kingston. It's not wanting to show some of these people for some reason, but Kenny Omega. I haven't seen him in a while. Mark Henry. When did when did he go to AEW? Matt Hardy. Let me see. Paul White, or aka The Big Show. Yeah, Sammy, what's his face there? Samoa Joe. Sting. Let me see. Warlow. William Regal. And yeah, alright. That's basically it for the men's roster. But here's what gets me the most about a lot of this is that they will pull people from WWE like Mark Henry. Let's see, who else was there? Uh, anyways, it doesn't matter who's there. I'll just tell you, like, um, I don't know if Mark Henry's even able to wrestle anymore, but he's on the roster, but he doesn't have a record of anything, so But like, they'll pull people from their roster, but they use the people that they started, and like the first amount of people there, yeah. So I don't know why they're even pulling from WWE then. So I know the MJF rumor about him going to WWE is like, you know what I mean? It's kind of old now, but I did not see him on the roster at all. So I'm just wondering, like, you know what I mean? But, you can't really find wrestlers anymore because all they're wanting to do is just go to Hollywood and try to be like The Rock. But that obviously ain't happening. But you just can't find people that really just wants to wrestle. So I don't, I don't know. But uh, but for people in WWE, like you always think you get Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, definitely not John Cena or Seth freaking Rollins or people like that. But you can try to get like decent amount of people and see how much WWE's paying them, and then just look at what you can pay them. And if you can pay them more, I'd kind of try to offer them a contract. But then we all know how WWE is, and they'll just pay you more. And shoot, they might even just give you a check just stay at home, like old uh, Jerry the King, or they just have him sitting at home. But the thing is that like, let me see, the I don't know, I forgot what I was even gonna say. I take so long to get my words out. But to be honest with you, uh, I'd probably start working on my shows better if I was WWE or AEW. Which AEW, alright, here is my experience with both of them. So, I went to a WWE show in Corbin, Kentucky one time, and it was Raw versus SmackDown actually. They barely brought any gear at all to set up ringside. And AJ Styles was the only one that I even knew that was even there. But this was a few years ago, by the way. It was trash. It sucked. It like I bought tickets that wasn't on the floor, and like security guards and people was coming by telling us that we could go down there and sit on the floor if we want to, cause there's no one there, basically. So they didn't have like commentators there or even put it on TV. That's just what gets me. And it's really just like, it's stupid. You should treat every single town the same. It doesn't matter if it's small or big. Treat it the same. This is what I love about AEW. Every single show they go to, they put it on TV. You know what I mean? They don't have shows like WWE that you doesn't have nothing to do with like any of the stories. Just wrestle. No promos, no interviews, nothing. They didn't have like the uh what's it called? They didn't have like the TV whenever, well, it's not TV. It's like projector. You know what I mean? Whenever you come out and then plays your song and it has like the pictures of you and videos of you. You know what I mean? Well, they didn't have that. AEW, I went I went to one in Charleston, West Virginia. That was probably one of the best shows I've ever been to in my life. It was fun. It was in a convenient spot, and uh oh, and let me tell you, you know how people like at WWE, they used to like bring signs and stuff like that. They didn't even, not a single person had a sign besides me. Yeah, I brought me a big old sign, but I was the only one. No one else had a sign. But uh AEW, there's plenty of signs there. And let me tell you, I had me a seat, not on the floor, but I just take one step, I'm on the floor. So it's basically in the bleachers. Well, if you want to call them that. I'm gonna call them bleachers, but y'all can call them whatever you want to. In the bleachers, and but whenever you get out, it was like the first row going up, so I can step out and I'm on the floor. You know what I mean? Well, they brought basically every single superstar they had in the roster, which this is like the 12th show that they ever done, but still. Alright, so I've seen the Young Bucks, I've seen Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho and John Moxley that I can remember. I know there's plenty more, but I witnessed Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes in the ring signing papers and stuff, actually, which was pretty cool. And that was before, like, Cody Rhodes would, like, come up from under the stage with that lift or whatever. That's before that. And they came out of, Good God Tunnel, obviously, both of them. But, uh, he signs the paper. And John Moxley, but he hopped the barricades there, if that's what you want to call them, and he started going into the crowd. He went everywhere, like besides where I was even sitting at, which was pretty funny. But that's how it is most of the time, to be honest with you. But yeah, if I was WWE, I'd definitely be working on my shows. But the AEW's problem is, like I said, they just want to use nobodies to wrestle with. You gotta put the people that people actually know in there at least, and then maybe pair them up with them for a tag team match, maybe or something. I don't know. Just do something. Like Stone Cold had everything for, like, they knew him for a lot of stuff, like the crazy redneck from Texas that all he does is drink beer. Well, alright. Here's another thing. If I was AEW, I'd probably cancel TV deals and just make my own app. I seriously would make people pay so much a month or have a yearly subscription or something. because it's just that TV just ain't it anymore. It just ain't. But if you had that, you could do whatever you want to. You really could, whatever you want to. Like you could cuss, go on whatever you want to. Uh, WWE don't cuss or whatever anymore because they're entertainment and PG and family friendly and all that bull crap. I don't think they know what this world is right now. But I mean, it's whatever. But no, it's 25 minutes here. I'm probably gonna end this here. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications if y'all wanna watch my stuff more. I'll see y'all. Bye bye.